the Jubilee government has withdrawn the security detail for some commissioners of the IEBC. Okay, I think the key word to note here is some, not all IEBC commissioners have had their security withdrawn. Okay, some. So who are these? Okay, according to information that I have, it is the chairman, Wafula Chebukati, and Roslyn Akombe. Okay, at least those two I'm sure. If there's another one, I don't know yet, but at least those two, they have had their security detail withdrawn. Okay, now the next question is why? Why would the Jubilee government want to withdraw their security, especially now? Okay, now the answer to that question will be very obvious to most Kenyans. It is because of the controversial memo which was leaked, which was sent from the chairman Wafula Chebukati and sent to CEO Ezra Chiloba. Okay, this is the memo that has sent shockwaves across the country and beyond. This memo, which I was described as evidence in the form of an affidavit of sorts, like affidavit evidence, yeah, almost like affidavit evidence, because it explains some very, very shocking things about what happened on August 8th when we were supposed to have an election. Okay, but actually what happened was something very different. Okay, so this seems to be the reason why their security has been withdrawn. Now, the assumption is that when their security is withdrawn, they'll come back to their senses and keep their mouths shut, support the government, help in the cover-up, yes, pretend that all is well and all is normal in Kenya, that the said allegations, they'll now change to allegations in the chairman's memo, are a work of the opposition. Yes, the opposition infiltrated IEBC and to spread propaganda, etc., etc., etc. You know, the usual propaganda and rumors, yeah, that Jubilee are very good at spreading. In fact, the latest is that somebody has gone to very great lengths to plant stories in a section of the media that the event which happened in Mombasa, you know, those car thieves who were trapped by a witchcraft spell, that the whole thing was stage managed, yeah, including telling Kenyans lies that there are CCTV cameras in that particular area where the incident happened. Anyway, I cover the reasons for that in another recording, yeah, but Kenya is a country of propaganda and lies. That's what we should clearly confess right now. Okay, anyway, back to the withdrawal of security of IEBC commissioners. Now, this development is very unfortunate. Okay, at a time when the Jubilee government should do the honorable thing and resign, at a time when Uhuru and Ruto should just do the honorable thing and resign, instead they appear to be digging in and creating all manner of schemes to fix the unfixable, yeah, all manner of schemes to ensure that they remain in power. Okay, illegally, of course, because clearly they were not elected. That's very clear, should be clear as light to anybody with a brain. Nobody who goes into the kind of trouble that some people went into, yeah, to ensure that Jubilee was elected, nobody goes into that kind of trouble if you're dealing with a popular candidate who has the masses, who has the support. Why would you need to go into the extra expense and trouble of rigging an election if you're popular? Yeah, so they were not elected at all. That should be as clear as day. But now the problem is, what is going to happen next? Now, by withdrawing the security of the commissioners, it endangers the lives of the commissioners. Okay, and that would put Jubilee in even a bigger problem. As it is at the moment, let's just analyze those two commissioners whose security has been withdrawn. Chairman Wafula Chebukati, the situation for him has changed dramatically. Okay, because as I told you in a previous recording, this man is a lawyer, and in my view, what he's doing now is preparing his case early, because he has read the writing on the wall very clearly, and he knows that there are going to be consequences. So what he's doing is he's preparing his case in defense very early by distancing himself from all the funny things, all the fiddling that went on within the IEBC, okay, to ensure that vifaranga via computer, or rather computer generated leaders, would be forced on Kenyans. Okay, so in my view right now, he would not be very worried about his personal security, not as worried as he was a few weeks ago. Okay, you get my drift. Because now one of his major headaches is this possible jail term that hangs over his head. Okay? So a person who's faced with such a situation is is more bound to take risks. Yeah, like now their personal security being endangered. Okay? Now Rosalind Akombe, the other commissioner whose security has been withdrawn, is an interesting case. Now I'm sure Jubilee know this. Akombe is not Chris Musando, with all due respect to that gallant Kenyan who died. Okay? Miss Akombe is actually a worker to the United Nations. He's a UN worker. Okay? Somebody asked at the UN what happened to Miss Akombe, and the reply given to a spokesman of the UN Secretary General was that she has been granted special leave without pay to serve in the Kenyan Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission. Okay? So what that means is that Akombe is going back to a UN job when all this drama is over. Okay? That's really what, and I would tend to believe what the UN tells me more than what I would hear from inside Kenya, the land of lies and propaganda. Okay? So that's the position. So what does this mean? And by the way, Akombe also holds dual citizenship. She's also an American. Okay? So if anything happens to this good lady, my friends, in Jubilee, this will be an international incident. This is not Musando, a Kenyan. Yeah, this is somebody with an international, recognized internationally. People want to know what happened. And especially because they know that she came to work in the IEBC and they know what is going on in Kenya. Anyway, that is the situation. And if I was Jubilee, I would do something very simple. I would simply just resign. Okay? I would probably do what Chebukati is doing. Because you see, Chebukati is very wise. Because Chebukati is able to see the writing on the wall. Yeah? In fact, I'd appeal to any Kenyans, especially the other commissioners who are trying to object to the internal memo by Chebukati. My friends, if you have not read the writing on the wall, shauri yenyu. Yeah? Because the assumption here is that let me cling to the government, the powerful government, they'll always protect me. Oh, my advice to them is very simple. Do the right thing. Do something that can stand the test of time. Yeah? Justice Maraga and the Supreme Court have done something that can stand the test of time. Okay? Now, what Jubilee did in trying to rig the election and then hurry up with the certificates and so on, that certificate confirming the election of Uhuru did not stand the test of time. Yeah? And I'm just telling the other commissioners, whatever you do, do something that you are sure will stand the test of time. If you are sure by defending Jubilee, it will stand the test of time, so be it. That is your view, and I just hope you're right for your own sakes. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.